こんにちは。ペーパーレススタジオノースアメリカの春本です。今日はカナダバンクーバーから、ここニューヨーク HOK 社を取材に来ました。HOK 社は、世界中に支社を持ち、世界でも有名な建築設計事務所です。今日は HOK 社プリンシパルの、ジェームスさんにニューヨークオフィスを案内していただきます。Hi, James.
Konnichiwa.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Welcome to our office.
Yeah. Could you introduce yourself?
Absolutely. I'm James Van de Zand. I'm a registered architect and principal here at HOK New York. I'm director of our firm-wide Building Smart principles, which hopefully you'll share a little bit with you in the BIM seminar coming up. HOK is a company of about approximately 1,700 people firm-wide in 24 offices around the world. We work on a wide variety of project types, including justice, aviation, transportation, science and technology, and many others. We also offer a wide variety of services as well, including interiors, design, engineering, sustainability consulting, and strategic account guidance.
Awesome.
So I'd love to show you around the office. Would you like to see some more?
Yes.
Great.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's take a quick look around our office here in New York. This office houses about 150 employees, wide variety of levels of staff, senior, junior, starting out interns. We've designed this office in a way to encourage open collaboration. So what you'll see as we enter the open office space, in that there really aren't a lot of closed offices. We have a lot of open offices, and in between some of the rows you'll see increased amount of space for collaboration. This particular, you can see a lot of the team members are working, collaborating, getting impromptu meetings at some of the tables in between. This row here is where we usually invite a lot of our guests, such as yourselves, and we'll show off a lot of our previous work in the form of models and artwork along the walls. Here you have one of our major conference rooms that is very open. It's glass enclosed, but we have most of our major functions in here and client presentations in this conference room. And the conference room happens to be named after the park that's just outside and adjacent to our office. So let's take a quick look at that.
Yes.
Okay. When we relocated to this office about a year ago, we were looking at a couple of different locations within New York City, and we chose this location. We're very happy that we did. It's right across the street from Bryant Park. Beyond Bryant Park is the iconic New York Public Library, and the park gives us an interesting opportunity to socialize with the rest of our employees. You know, it's great in summertime to go out and have lunch in the park, and in the wintertime they convert it into an ice skating rink. The office itself essentially located between most of the major transit hubs in the city area, and being at this level gives you a nice view of the foliage and the trees, particularly in the spring and the summertime when the foliage is actually out. But it gives it a great location for not only working but hosting clients and hosting special events in the city as well. Hope you like the view.
Yeah, good.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be one particular team in one particular area. We can combine teams from not only in one office but around the world as well. So you might see groups of people working on one particular project, but they might be connecting to 10 or 20 other people in other offices as well. So the environment is conducive, as you can see here. We'll have meetings on the fly that don't necessarily have to happen in one meeting room. Another interesting aspect to talk about is the amount of lighting. As you can see, the lighting is a decent level. We have our own lighting engineers design the lighting levels in this space. The shades along the windows are automatically controlled based on the amount of daylight that comes in, and the lighting itself will also react to the amount of daylight. So it just brings forth that element of sustainable design into our own office space. Offices are really, we don't have too many closed offices. Just some of the senior staff have their own private offices, but they're limited. And to keep it open, to make use as much use of the natural light as they can, you can see all of these closed offices have glass fronts. So it keeps it invites the staff in to engage with the senior staff at any time. It also obviously allows a good amount of natural light. Here we have an area where we maintain all of our recyclables, and that leads us into one of our favorite spaces in the office, our kitchen, where we love to have lunches here At any given time, people will either go out and have lunch in the park, or they'll even come in here and have an impromptu meeting, whether it's with a client or just other coworkers. It's highly used space, even to support events where we invite outside guests or special dignitaries to come to our office to have an industry event. We'll use this area for catering purposes. We'll set up all food trays and drinks, and we'll be able to support the use of our office through the path that we just took, and occupying some of the spaces in the lobby. And I like to bring in a lot of my wife's home cooking and pop it into the microwave at any given time. Let me just check in with these guys. Hello. No, that's okay. Good. We're just walking. So right now our New York office is having a meeting with our folks in our San Francisco office via our Cisco Telepresence system. And this is our Thunder interactive whiteboard. You can see we quite often use this to diagram ideas and exchange ideas. And we don't only use it internally, sometimes we get our clients to come in, and they come into our office in a remote location, and we'll show them designs and work through challenges without having to fly around to one office in particular. Good. Thank you. Cool. Over here, another interesting part of our office is our wellness room. Where it doesn't seem like much now, but it's nice to have, we have on a monthly basis, we have people, massages and acupuncture available to our staff. Now they have to sign up for that, so the time slots, you get used up pretty quickly, but the room is available, and even when it's not in use by massage or acupuncture, people can come in and take a rest or maybe take a nap in the afternoon. So just, we encourage the healthy lifestyles and habits of our employees as well.
Nice.
You saw a lot of the models in the main office space, and we do make a lot of models. Some projects, sometimes we do one or two models, but not on every project. We do have a small model shop in our office. I'll show you it now. In this particular shop, we have some simple materials, some simple table and circular saw. In the back, we have a laser cutter. We don't have any 3D printing services here just because of the amount of space we have left over for the model shop, but quite frequently we'll take models and send them out to different services, and then we'll get the 3D prints back in return. So it's a fairly seamless process, whether it's inside our office or outside the office. Let's take a look at our materials library. One of the key aspects of putting together a project, and whether it's an aviation project or an interiors project, is selecting all the right materials. So, like any other major architectural offices, we have a major materials library. This is where we'd select a material palette for any given project. We can choose from fabrics and stones, woods, glass. We have high density storage that we make use of the limited amount of real estate we have in New York. Keep everything condensed together, and it allows us to store the maximum amount of materials in the minimum amount of space. Quite frequently what we'll do is we'll create a palette for our projects, lay them out, and then quite interestingly, a lot of these materials and colors and palettes are translated into the model. So it does have a connection to the BIM environment. So our renderings can look as accurate as they can based on the manufacturer's material selection.